Are you looking at that RFP for the?
All right, we'll go ahead and start the regular meetings called to order, the time being 8:09 PM. If you could rise for the pledge, I'll lead that myself. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Okay, Alderman Arnett.
Here.
Alderman Chun.
Here.
Alderman Dankel's absent. Alderwoman Erickson.
Here.
Alderwoman Inman.
Here.
Alderman Ketchum.
Here.
Alderman Kreinbrink.
Here.
And Alderman Robinson.
All right, with the quorum present, moving on to audience comments. Anyone wish to make a comment? Okay. Hearing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. A motion to adopt the consent agenda as a whole. All matters are considered to be routine by the city council and can be enacted by one motion. If discussion is desired, that item can be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. They are as follows. Item A, approve the minutes of the committee of the whole of February 2nd, 2026. B, approve the minutes of the regular meeting of February 2nd, 2026. And lastly, approval of the monthly financial report. That would be for the month of January 2026. Any desire to remove any of those items from the consent agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve items A, B, and C?
I'll make the motion.
Alderman Chun, is there a second?
I'll second.
Alderwoman Inman, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, I don't have anything else for report. I already gave mine. Anything else from the attorney report?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Clerk report?
Nothing.
All right. City administrator report?
Nothing further.
City reports, Tony?
Nothing
Emmett?
further, thank you.
Chief Senni, please.
Just really quick, I want to remind everybody of the community dashboard and the police department page, lots of information on there. And then I get a chance to thank the officers for the continued hard work and professionalism that they demonstrate every day. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Do you plan on bringing in those three that had an award before council to be recognized? As long as it doesn't cause overtime.
Well, that might be the hard part, my
If it does, I'll come meet
friend.
them on their shift at the,
You have two officers that work, depending if it's on their regular rotation night shift, and the detective usually, he's Monday through Thursday, or varies his hours.
see when that might fit their shift, and then if not, we'll do other arrangements.
Yeah, currently they are not on the council shift pattern.
Okay, then we'll do something at the PD so we can at least get them recognized in the paper or other places. All right, new engineer report, EEI will be at the meeting in March. There is no items for unfinished business. New business, we had monthly bills totaling $149,995.35 for the committee. Is that still a correct amount? Okay. Is there a motion to approve the monthly bills and totaling that amount as stated?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Alderwoman Erickson, is there a second?
I'll second.
Alderwoman Inman, is there any questions or discussion on the bills? Okay, hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Chun.
Aye.
Alderwoman Erickson.
Aye.
Alderwoman Inman.
Aye.
Alderman Ketchum.
Aye.
Alderman Kreinbrink.
Aye.
Alderman Robinson.
Aye.
And Alderman Arnett.
Aye.
All right, the motion carries and it passes. Reports of alderpersons, Alderman Arnett,
Nothing further.
Alderman Chun,
Nothing further.
Alderwoman Erickson,
Nothing further, thank you.
Alderwoman Inman,
Nothing further, thank you.
Alderman Ketchum,
Nothing, thank you.
Alderman Kreinbrink.
I forgot to mention that the budget meetings are going very well. We went over the police department budget and the EMA budget last week. And this week, we had Wednesday at 3:30 to accommodate some scheduling issues that we have with some staff members. So we're going to do it a little bit earlier. And that should be the streets department. And Jeff, what was the other one? Were we going to, wastewater?
Wastewater.
Okay, very good. one of the topics that we did discuss at the end of the meeting was how are we going to disseminate the information to the rest of the council? And what the thought process is that once we have the minutes signed off on, saying that everything's good, what we'll do is Jeff will pass on then the minutes and then the support documents that came along with that meeting so that you'll have that. So you'll have the baseline schedule or baseline budget with it, and then any kind of handouts and that sort of thing. So both budgets went really well and went smooth. It said you only have 30 minutes to talk each, and poor chief talked like super fast, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, you did. You did a good job, though.
And notes from the first meeting for sure is in everybody's mailbox.
Okay,
so.
good. So
Angie did that. I
perfect.
believe she
So,
got the second one too.
Yeah, so things are progressing well, and we'll have a couple more meetings, and on 25th, we'll have that one, and hopefully we'll have things kind of wrapped up here, so.
Do you want to let them know that this week's is at 3:30?
Yeah, it's at 3:30 instead of 4:30, so.
I'd just like to
We'll
remind the
work on
committee
it.
that we're entering negotiations, so at some point I'll need a draft number from you for what you're thinking increases might be for those in a collective bargaining agreement and those not. I do have to have at least a number so I can negotiate that. I don't want it to come back a number in disagreement, so.
Yeah, and
As the chair,
that
you
was
could-
one of our topics. One of our first meetings was, actually their second meeting, was to potentially utilize some statistical data, like World at Work data versus just our gut check of what the neighboring communities and that sort of thing are doing. What's good about World at Work is that it does provide you with the statistical information of past years of what it was estimated as and what it actually trued out at. And so one of the organizations that I'm affiliated with, we use that pretty consistently, and it stays pretty flat. It's pretty true. So that's good. I mean, if it says that it's a 3.5% increase, it might come in at a 3.7 or a 3.3, you know, but it's never, if it says 3.5, it's never 4.5 or 1, so.
Yep. I know the budget's subject to approval by council, and, you know, but we do need to at least get me some range you'd like me to at least have discussions, so I know what's out of line or what's in our parameters as a floor and ceiling. Okay,
Fred, do you have a timeline as far as when the meetings are going to turn into committee of the whole budget meetings?
At this point, like, we don't have that. I didn't bring my book with me. We
Okay.
don't have a specific one for that. We're just hopeful that if we get the information to you, you'll get it in those little chunks. The one caveat to that is that, you know, the remaining funds in the budget, that's where Jeff's trying to work with staff to kind of forecast like where they're projecting the end dollar amount to be, so the carryover funds can be calculated into the new budget. So that's really the only thing that will probably change is that column, but all the other columns that are accounted in there as far as the percentage of increase, decrease, those will probably stay pretty flat unless the committee challenges and pushes back.
Well, and that's what I'm asking is just because right now you only have, what, 2 members on the,
No, we have Matt's on it, Karsta's on it,
Right.
I'm on it, and Jeff's on it.
all right, so you have 3 council members out of
Correct.
8, so I'm
Yeah.
just,
So, oh, sorry,
Jay's
I
on
forgot,
too.
I
I'm
forgot
sorry.
Jay.
I didn't
Sorry,
hear
Jay.
mention Jay.
Okay, this is a
Sorry.
He's
rough
always
night
so
for you.
quiet, he's always so quiet in the meeting.
So I was only asking for the other half when,
Yeah.
when to be included.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Okay,
So, I mean, the thought process is that you'll get those minutes.
Sure.
And then you can review them, and if you have any kind of concerns, bring it forth to the committee, you know, and, you know, you could send me an email, and we could talk about it, or give me a call, we could talk about it,
Okay,
so,
thank you.
yeah. But so far, all the backing support for any kind of personnel changes or additions or movement and that sort of thing have been very methodically planned out, and information's there, so it's not like it's just a request for, there's a rationale behind it.
okay, anything else, Fred?
That's it, thank you.
Okay, Alderman Robinson?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
All right, we do have a need to go into executive session. I will point out that under C, there's possible action to follow. They are as follows. We have 2 purposes. The first one is pursuant to 5 ILCS 122C21. This is discussion of minutes of meetings lawfully closed under this act, and whether for purposes of approval by the body of the minutes or semi-annual review, the minutes be mandated under section 206. Other item is B, that's our executive session under 5 ILCS 2C1. That is the, under personnel, it's the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of a public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. Those are the two items that we have. Is there a motion to enter closed session under 2C21 and 2C1? Okay, we have Alderwoman Erickson. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Alderman Ketchum. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderwoman Erickson.
Aye.
Alderwoman Inman.
Aye.
Alderman Ketchum.
Aye.
Alderman Kreinbrink. Alderman Robinson.
Aye.
Alderman Arnett.
Aye.
And Alderman Chun.
Aye.
All right, we'll move to the back room.